Hi, I'm Kathy Mills from Short Film Edits, and I'm here with Tate Doppler for an interview today. How are you?
I am doing great, Kathy. Thank you for having me. How are you doing?
I'm good, and anytime. Um, could we start this with you telling us a little bit about you?
Yeah, a little bit about me is that I'm originally from North Dakota. I've been in LA for, over 5 years now, kind of at the hustle, and I've been in the vertical space for about a year and a half now. And so, yeah, it's been good. I like the development of it. I like my growth in this space. And yeah, that's kind of it. I don't do a lot. I'm a pretty boring guy. I love to play basketball and I love my work. And that's it. And I love Diet Coke.
Diet Coke is good.
Yes, it is.
Well, actually, no, there's a difference. I don't know about there, but in Australia, we have Diet Coke and then we have Coke no sugar.
See, we have Coke Zero. Is that the same as Coke No
Same as
Sugar?
Coke no
Yeah.
sugar. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
just
yeah,
changed
yeah.
the name because we have to be different.
Yeah. Well, you guys have to, yeah, gotta respect it.
Yeah. So what drew you to the vertical space?
You know, um, I was doing a couple other shows. I had been on Days of Our Lives, and I kind of thought maybe I was going to get like a bigger role on it, and it didn't really work out. And then I was doing like a YouTube show, and everything just kind of felt like it was maybe just time to try something else and keep developing as an artist and as, actors are also their own businessman and manager. So I just felt like as a business, it was time to expand. And
Yeah.
so I kind of saw this space growing, and I'd gotten reached out to by a producer, and I did the first one. And I felt like it was good. Like the quality was good, the team was good. Andy was the director, which I've worked with her multiple times since. And yeah, I like the people, right? It's like, so that's kind of what drew me into it. I think that I've never really had the fear of this being bad content or
Yeah.
what does that really mean in the modern world? It
Yeah.
hasn't ever really dictated my decisions in it. At the end of the day, I'm an actor and an artist, and
Mhm.
if that's what I say I am and that's my job, then that's what I'm going to do.
Yep, absolutely. I know that there are, hesitations towards the vertical space, and the way I see it is it's content. At least you're working, at least, and you get to choose. It's not like you're pushed into anything you don't want to do. You get to choose your roles, so
Yeah.
you're still decide.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I agree. So that's kind of my stance on it. And I think it's a great
yeah,
space. And I think the
yeah,
people are great in it. I think the talent keeps getting better. And it was good from the start, right? It got such a bad
mm,
rap for having bad talent and this and that, but
mm,
it's really not the case. So
no,
I think it's cool. I think it's cool and I think it's a good thing. And the business really needs something like this right now.
yeah.
As much as.
I think the misunderstanding of bad acting is the fact that people don't realize how quickly these are shot. So they're taking that based on something that takes months to develop rather than a week or two.
Yeah, exactly. It's the speed of it. It's the and it's also just the style of it and what the
Mm.
product is, right? These have a certain style to them, and it's similar to like a soap opera style. And people always criticize the acting in soap operas, but then all of those people
Mm.
that moved on from soap operas, turned out to be great act. Like it was never about them as the actor. It's just what the style was, what the show was. But I
Yeah,
mean, it's highly entertaining to a large audience. So right?
yeah,
There's a place for everything. You don't have to like not every like I don't know. I was just listening to this guy talk about this, not even to go off, but it was he got kicked out of the actor studio because he was acting big. He was making big choices, and it was when everybody was being still and subtle. But he's like, there's different varieties of what's real, and there's different levels of acting, and there's different shows and styles, right? Like there's no one right way. Like just because you
yeah.
don't, just being natural doesn't make you great. Like, just standing still or whatever, it doesn't make it great, especially if it doesn't fit in the style of what the show is or what, that story is.
Exactly. And everyone changes. So in each different story, you need to adapt your acting style. So
Exactly.
yep.
Exactly.
And I think the vertical space gives people so much more acting experience because you get to do those things so much more, you know.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And, it's all about reps, right? It's all about game
Mm.
reps. Like, you just want to have as many shots in the gym as you can. So when,
Yeah.
it comes down to the big show, like you're ready to go.
Yep.
And so
Yep.
that's kind of what I think it is with the verticals. And they let you try stuff. Go super
Yeah.
big on one take, go really small on the next. Now find a middle
Hmm.
ground. Like, right? Like, isn't that the whole thing?
Yep. Exactly.
So,
Collaboration with the director and everything is really big as well. So, if you get to do
yep,
that, then that's great.
yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right. When you read a script, what's the first thing that tells you whether it's worth your time?
I think it's just really about like the character's development and the layering of the character. And if we're talking like vertically specific, then that's kind of my biggest thing now is just seeing if it's going to be layered. Is there going to be any development? Is he a bad guy just because he's a bad guy and he's a bad guy and that's it? Or is it like,
Mm.
can we give him a backstory, right? Why did he become this guy? Like, what's the reasoning? And can we layer it out? I don't know. I don't know. I always root for the villain. So
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
for them. I feel like they got made that way because the world's cold. It's hard. And I just
Mm.
don't, I don't like it when it's all pushed into like they're just evil because they're born evil. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
There's something that made the monster. And
Mm.
so it's like if you can kind of show some of that stuff, the layering of that,
Mm.
um, that draws me to a villainous character or an antagonist character. But then when it comes to the protagonist, it's like kind of hoping that they're not one note. A lot of times, like your
Yeah.
protagonist, the straight edge guy, it's just kind of like he's one note. He's there. He saves the day. He goes home. It's like, no, I think, add a little goofiness, add a little humor to him, a little human to him. Like even these beautiful guys, like we're all dumb. I mean, at least I am. Like, like I think it's good to add I'm not all of them. I'm sorry, guys. I meant me. Like, I think it's good to add some just normal human things, some ticks like that
Yeah.
kind of break away the facade that it's like Superman is everywhere. Clark
Mm.
Kent still went home.
Exactly. You need to give them a personality. Like they need to still have something about them that isn't just the same as everybody else.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Just not yeah, exactly.
Mm. Okay. What's a role you've said yes to that ended up changing how casting directors see you?
Every single role I've ever done.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know
Mm.
how they really see me, I try not to really think that much into it. I don't know if they think I'm good or if they think I'm bad. I don't know what anybody thinks. I just kind of try to like put my head down and keep going. I think that, I messed up a little bit in the vertical space because I didn't know what was going on and I didn't want to get too involved off the jump, so I was only taking supportings and I kind of got pigeonholed in that for like about a
Yeah.
yearish. And so
Yeah.
that was hard. And I finally kind of started to break out. But, at the end of the day, it's still like I feel like after every single project, I'm like, I go home and I'm like, I'll never get hired again. That was it. It was a hell of a run. I can't believe they let us get this far. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
don't know how they feel about me. I always
At
think
the end
my
of the
next,
day, that keeps you humble.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hopefully we get more leads and more, things like that, putting it out
Yeah,
there.
I think that yeah, there was one that I got that I couldn't do because of scheduling conflicts, and I think that would have been a game changer for me. And it did really
Mm.
well. I'm not going to say the title or anything because they both did
Yeah.
great. But
Yeah.
yeah, I really wanted to do it. It was really good. I
Yeah.
like the YA, the young audience basketball ones in the vertical space a
Mm.
lot. I think they have good writing. I think the character development's fun in them, and it's cute love stories. It's not so.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more innocent and cute.
Serious. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I like those storylines and genre as well.
Yeah, I think they're fun. I think the vertical space does a good job with those.
They do. Agreed. Okay. What part of your job as an actor has nothing to do with acting but matters just as much?
My job as an actor has nothing to do with acting, but matters just as much. Like the admin stuff, right? Like,
Mm.
kind of like I was saying earlier about like as an actor, you're also your own business manager. You're a business,
Mm.
right? It's like Jay-Z's thing. I'm a business comma man. So
Mm.
I think that yeah, that's it. And I struggle with that stuff. in all honesty, I'm not super like social media driven. I'm not super like businessy driven. Admin stuff is hard for me. I kind of like I'll
Mm,
take forever to fill out an invoice. I'll take forever to get back on an email. But my team's really
mm,
good about it and I'm getting better, working on it. But I would say that's
yeah.
probably like my biggest weakness, honestly, in this industry is that it's hard for me with the business admin side. It's not that I don't understand it, it's truly that I just am lazy about it.
You're just not, it's not something that you get motivated about as much as
Yeah,
a
I just
professional when you go
yeah,
on
just
set. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I study business, so I go to school 2 days a week as well. And I have to admit, when I get a new book, I'm just like, oh, because it's paperwork, it's studying, and then when you have to mix it up and do things on computer and set out, web pages and graphic designs, and I'm like, just because it pushes you to do something that you're not 100% comfortable with, but it's
yeah,
good to learn to do it. And then the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. So,
I agree. I agree. I just have to exactly like you said, just have to push myself to do it. Just,
mm.
get through it all. But it's cool. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
Yeah. And then you'll get to a point where you're just like, oh, one of these, get it over and done with so you don't have to deal with it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then-
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
someday.
Hopefully. Yeah. All right. What's something about building a sustainable acting career that no one really prepares you for?
Um, oh wow, that's such a loaded question because there's so many things.
Yeah.
I think, it's like I don't know, everything under the sun, I guess. You
Mm,
know, understanding how small the business is like something I don't think that they tell people enough because I came
mm,
in as a pretty fired up kid from the Midwest and I don't know if I handled every relationship the best way
mm,
professionally in my first few years and I kind of probably ruined some opportunities that I would have had a better shot with had I had that understanding and just not been so immature. It's kind of just
yeah.
growing up through it. They do give you some grace, if you're a younger person in this industry, but
Mm,
my grace is running out. So it's really kind of
mm,
grow up time and just be better about like maintaining relationships, keeping everything cordial. I think, I love everybody I work with. It's
yeah.
just sometimes the business is hard. I just have sometimes a hard threshold for just what this whole thing is, all of the rejection and sometimes the lies and this and that. But
Yeah.
it's okay. Like, we keep going. But that's it. Just, being prepared for that and knowing you never
Mm,
know when your moment's going to come. Just head down and like, can you wait out the game, Being able to wait it out. Like, you might get lucky, you might not. And even if you do, can you back it up? Like, almost
yeah.
getting lucky earlier is almost harder than doing the journeyman's journey because it's like now all the pressure's on. Can you back it up? So
Yeah.
we'll see. So we'll see. But yeah, I just think there's a lot. You just have to learn through failure. That's what I did.
Mm,
I just
yeah.
failed my whole way through this.
Yeah. I mean, if I was an actor and I'd want someone to prepare me for something, it would be to know how to handle rejection without taking it personally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's big. I do. I do think that's
Mm,
big. And sometimes it is personal, being straight up.
mm,
Sometimes, sometimes they just don't like you.
mm,
Sometimes they don't like your reputation. Sometimes it is personal. But
mm,
99% of the time, yeah. It's just you're not the guy for this one. We love you, but you're
mm.
just not the guy.
Yeah. Well, if it is a personal reason, then you don't want to work with them anyway.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Yep. All right. When have you taken a career risk that felt uncomfortable but necessary?
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I've kind of taken a lot of risks. I've done some modeling work that's kind of a little bit different from my brand. I've kind of revamped my whole brand and kind of just became more expressive through my styling and everything else. I think that kind of all lends itself into the work, just kind of wearing my heart on my sleeve. I feel like
Mm.
that's a risk in itself. Um,
Yeah.
being constantly living with vulnerability. I feel like I have to get better at guarding it a little bit or, not letting the emotions fly so high. But yeah, I think everything I do is a risk. I don't know. I mean,
Mm.
every time you put yourself out there, it's like it lives forever, and then you open yourself up for everybody to hate you. You know.
Yeah.
I guess that might have
And
been a bad answer. I don't know.
no, I mean,
Uh,
you're only human too, so it's only natural to take those things to heart sometimes. Like we all do it. So,
yeah,
mm.
yeah.
So what kind of brand are you going for?
Hmm. Dennis Rodman and Mick Jagger.
Yep.
No, uh, I don't know. I just want to be Tate.
Yep.
I kind
Yep.
of want Tate's brand to be unique. It's like that's Tate. It's weird sometimes, but it's fun, and it's
Yep.
and he cares and he loves his work. I guess stylish, fun. Again, like just back to like wearing my heart on my sleeve, wearing my emotions on my
Mm.
sleeve. I think you can show that through fashion, kind of where
Mm.
you're at, how you're feeling,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
So have
like
you done
yeah, my
much modeling? Have you done much modeling?
yeah. I've done some modeling. Yeah, did a
Yeah.
Gucci campaign, did like Le Matière Day beauty campaign. So been doing good. Had a couple clients. Had Rude as a client for a while. Rude's a cool like high fashion streetwear brand. So done some good modeling stuff. That's another bad thing
Oh.
about like I don't post any of my stuff. I
Mm.
kind of don't like to attach myself to a singular project. It's like I like to remain as a chameleon. It's like he's always bouncing around. You never know what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, at the same time, it's good to show people your flexibility, so
I
to
know.
speak.
I know. Everybody tells me I need to be better about it, but we'll see if I do it.
You get there. You'll get
We'll
there.
get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. Did by doing modeling, did that make you feel more comfortable by being on camera as an actor?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think that I've genuinely always felt um comfortable on screen as an actor. At least I guess like in the past couple of years, I feel like I got decent at this thing. And I believe in my work and in my skills. So I feel comfortable as an actor. I would say that modeling is really hard for me because like they're not basing, the fans that see that stuff, it's or the clients, whatever, it's just 100% your face. It's 100%
Mm,
your body and your face. But with acting, it's like people can be like, I hate the way he looks, but he is a good actor.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can still win some people over with my talent in the acting.
Mm,
But
yeah.
as a model, it's kind of cut and dry. Like he's ugly,
Mm,
or he's not the guy. You know what I mean? He's not the
I
guy.
do.
So
Yeah.
modeling is the hardest thing for me, but I will do it. And some of it I do love. With good clients, good
Mm,
people, I really do love it. But generally, I get more anxious or anything else like with the modeling stuff.
yeah. No, I can see that because you're like pretty much putting yourself out there to be objectified, which
Yeah,
is hard for anybody.
yeah. And it's what the job. It's like I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I like it. It's just that's just my truth. Like in terms of the levels of it, it's like modeling's like the most anxiety inducing for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I get that. Okay. What's a role you'd only take now because you're further along in your career?
It's a role I'd only take now for the role of my career. I don't know. I'm not like super far in my career, but I guess like one role I would love to do that I've always really wanted to do it would be James Dean. He's been done a couple times, and I know some vertical guys have gotten compared to him, which I think is cool. So but yeah, I guess like if there was one role, I feel like I could do a really good job with that with James Dean.
Yeah. That's good. Hopefully you get the chance.
Hopefully, I'm almost out of the age. I'm gonna be too old soon.
No, well then people hurry up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what skills have you developed from working in fast-paced productions?
Memorization, professionalism, hitting the mark, saying the line, not getting too in your head. I'm a head case when it comes to acting. Like if I feel like I didn't do it right, man, I would like, one more, please, one more, please, one more, please, one more, please. But it's like you just got to trust your team, trust your director. They say we got it, we got it. All right, moving
Yeah.
on. It's just hard for me to drop it, but like I couldn't
Mm.
sleep last night thinking about this one scene from yesterday, and I'm just like, I know I didn't do that right, but it's whatever. We move on.
Letting it
I
go would
trust.
be the hardest thing.
Yeah, letting it go. But I think that helps with the fast pace. It's like, because it's just, you got to go. We got to go. So just let it go. Like, don't let it stay in your head for the next scene, whatever it is. So I think
Yeah.
that's a really good thing about it, too. A lot of skills. The fast paced stuff is great. I love it, honestly. Sometimes when I'm
Yeah.
on when I'm on the big stuff and I'm sitting there, like, you know, 8 hours waiting to do like one line, I'm like, come on.
Mm.
I was like, come
Yeah.
on, bro. Just give me the camera. I can do this myself.
Yeah. It must be so frustrating. I have heard waiting is the hardest thing, but the most common thing to do on a day sometimes, mostly in
Yeah.
like non-fast paced ones. But it's just annoying that they can't call you at like the end of the like whenever you need to do that little part and then let you go home. You're just there just in case. It's
Just, yeah. I
yeah.
understand it because things
Mm.
change and this and that on the set on the fly. It is like it's like my hardest part though. The waiting is the hardest thing for me. I'm always like, come on.
Yeah. What do you
But
do
I'm
when you
just
have to wait? Do you like do other things? Do you watch your other
well,
actors? Do you?
that's the issue. Like, everybody else like always is doing other like admin actory work stuff, but I'm like so like my brain is so like when I'm
Mm,
on set that I can't even think about like anything else other than like what I'm there to do. So
yeah.
it's like I don't do anything. I just sit there. I just sit
Mm,
there waiting for my next scene. I don't do any admin stuff. I might go on my phone a little bit, um, and just like kind of keep going through the script and whatnot. I'll try to get ahead on like the next day's scenes or whatever
yeah.
that is. Kind of just
Yep.
walk around outside, pace, sit, and go over lines.
Yeah, well, that's important, you know.
Yeah,
So you're doing something important still. I also heard a
doing
lot of
something.
people love watching the other actors and like gaining things from what they're doing. But
Yeah, no, yeah, no, 100%. I just think it kind of depends. Like
mm,
you know, especially with they're so like high, um, so fast paced and stuff, and like I don't know, I don't want to like get in the way of anybody, so I try to like stay
yeah,
out of there's like the scenes and the sets that I'm not needed for, but
yeah,
I'll watch on a monitor or whatever if I can, or especially if I'm working
mm,
with a buddy or something that like we have a good rapport together, because we'll bounce ideas off each other too. So
yeah.
I think, yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's a big piece of it, but it's not like I'm not running to watch. I'm not running to be in the way of these other guys and seeing what they're doing. It's like if I get a chance, I'll check it out. If not, you
Yeah.
know, I'll be outside pacing.
That's okay. Pacing's good. All right. If you had to teach acting using only one scene you've done, which scene becomes the lesson?
I don't know. If I could teach acting using one scene I've done,
Yeah.
mm, I did one for Candy Jar, and uh, my character's name was Brad, and like it's kind of the like he was like one of those guys, like the Bradish guy. He was like the antagonist, but he wasn't a bad guy.
Yeah.
We kind of played it as just like he was a little bit aloof, like didn't really understand what he was doing. And me and Aaron had a scene together, and it's like super comedic. It wasn't really written that way, but we kind of me and the director and everything we collaborated like let's make this super funny. And like the whole time we're going through it, like I could see everybody laughing like the entire
Yeah.
time, which it helps you because you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm right in the pocket. But then it's also like, stop laughing. I got to get through this thing. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think that I would probably show that because I feel like we hit kind of every beat. And I would also just explain to them that like, this was what was all going on behind the
Mm.
scenes, like while I'm trying to stay in this thing and like, finish out this comedic thing. Like even my
Yeah.
co-star, Erin, like she was dying throughout the entire thing. Like it was just my coverage, right? So it doesn't matter. But she has like
Yeah.
the laughing face the whole time, and I'm like, come on.
Because then you got to
But,
keep the straight face.
yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like I gotta stay in it. Yeah, it's like I gotta stay in here. But no,
Yeah.
I'd say that one. I'd say
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody else the other day about going back to theater. They did theater and the energy of the crowd makes the scene even more, fulfilled and like more energetic. So I get like on a set you don't always have that, but to me that sounded like that would be one of those moments where you like you're out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like when I start making like the crazy comedic choices, which sometimes I will, and I
Mm.
won't tell anybody before it, like I just in my head, and I know I'm gonna swing for the fences here.
Yeah.
And I either fall flat on my face or I kill it. And it sucks when you fall on your like when you don't get the laugh, you're like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Mm.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
You're like, just
But
play it off cool, play it off
yeah,
cool.
yeah, 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 yeah. Play it
Yeah.
off, play it off. But when you get it, when you test the waters and you kind of get it and everybody's on the same page, it's like, oh, now let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I kind of will ride like seeing them in Video Village or whatever, like laughing. I'll ride that high a little bit. I'll use that to
Yeah.
kind of keep going. It's kind of a good temperament gauge.
Yeah. Good. And I mean, I can laugh with the best of them, but I'm not like sometimes I like that's my worry. I come up with something like really good that I think would be funny, but then I'm like, no, people would just think I'm stupid, and so I don't say it.
No, no,
Yeah.
I don't think nobody will say that to you. You're
Oh,
brilliant.
thank you. All right. What's the biggest skill you've developed recently as an actor?
Biggest skill I've developed recently as an actor. Um, I think like maybe like a little bit better at stillness, like a little bit more defined in characters and their age. You know, like I genuinely play high school, college and whatnot, but as I'm kind of getting, as I'm becoming an old man with gray hair, I uh I was thinking like what's the difference between me and all these other guys, and why is it the client is saying that they're the leading guy and I'm not, and I think that I don't know. I just feel like there was something changed a little bit, and maybe it didn't. I just feel like some stillness helps with age. Kind of a different maturity helps with some of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But if you're old, then I'm ancient. Like,
No, no, you're not. You don't look a day over 20.
oh, yeah, I love you already. No. No, I get that though, because I also know like in like theater productions, going back to theater, you have to be like quite big and dramatic and like but when the camera, especially with verticals, is so close to you, those subtle stillness moments can be incredible. Like,
Yeah, it can be the whole thing for sure.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
captures all the emotion. You can't hide that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Mm. What's one production skill you think every actor should have?
Production skill. Like as a producer or
Yeah, like
like
so on set, if there's anything like, editing, directing,
okay.
AD or whatever, which
Oh.
one do you think would benefit every actor?
One skill that every actor should know is they should know writing script analysis. Should be able to break down a script fast,
Mm,
in production. And then you
mm,
should know where cameras are at. You should kind of know lighting and whatnot, because the
mm,
technical things help the production and they help them move faster. So you should know if you're blocking your co-star's light. You should know if the camera's here that you should open up a little bit more, because then that might eliminate another setup. And you should
mm.
know where the camera's at also, so like when to bite your jawline and look the best. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
yeah, yeah. Do you know, I think someone said this to me for their answer, and I completely agree with them. I think editing is one part that would be beneficial to everybody because then like where to end things for that edit type thing. I think editing would make a huge difference if people knew just a little bit.
I know, I get that, and I kind of am like, I don't know if I 100% agree. I think that it's
Mm,
I think, an editor an editor's job is to put the whole thing together. I mean,
mm,
they're gonna pick pieces and cut certain pieces. Like there's been a million times I've improv something at the end of a scene or in the mid, like they'll cut around it or they'll keep it.
mm,
I think it's hard to gauge in editing when you're in the scene. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, especially, I mean, with verticals, they keep everything, right? But like, especially on, a major network thing or a major studio film, like you might shoot 10 scenes that don't even make the film.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
it's like, it's hard to gauge like the edit. I think you just got to get in there and do your best work.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think editing can make or break a show
A
as
hundred
well.
percent. A hundred
Yeah.
percent. An editor, I mean, editing can 100% make or break a performance.
Mm.
And 100% make or break a performance. I think I've had great editors. I love all editors. I
Yeah.
suggest that every actor always says they love all editors. And
Good, good piece of advice.
yeah, they can make or break it. I think they do good. You try to do your best.
Yeah.
Try to do your
Yeah.
best.
And they're also under the same rule of what the client wants as what you guys
Hmm.
are. So I
Hmm.
mean, even if they wanted to do something, they still have to keep it to what the client wants. So
Exactly.
yeah. Sometimes I'm sure they wish they had more freedom as well as you guys, to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody does, but it's a job. You got to like just do your job. Do your part of the
Mm.
team. Be a part of the team, right? Everybody has a role.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. Is there anything you want people to know about you or your work?
Um, wow. I think the only thing that I want people to know about me and my work is that I truly, truly care about um, being a great artist and being a great actor. And I always try to give it 110%, no matter what's going on in my life. My work is my saving grace. It's kind of keeps me alive. So I don't know. I just love it. And I am on a journey to become the best artist and actor that I possibly can be, and hopefully, which I believe I could be, that will land me in the discussions of one of the best in the world or ever.
Yep. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. When building a character, what's the smallest detail that ends up making the biggest difference for you?
That make the biggest difference. I think it's like the backstory stuff. I was kind of trained on the backstory, and it doesn't have to, with how fast it moves, this and that. Like I get it, but just having a little bit more of an understanding of where this guy came from. Up until this point, what was his life?
Yeah.
Knowing that helps me a little bit. It just informs more. It's like you're not just like kind of walking throughout the thing. It's like you have a little bit of a different motivation. So I try to do that. Like, where's he from? What was his home life like? You know,
Mm,
does he talk to his parents? Does he have a good relationship with them? Even though that might not ever come up in the script, I just think it helps
yeah.
change a little bit with somebody,
Yeah.
what their demeanor is, how they act. And especially that stuff comes in a lot with the villains, with the
Mm,
antagonists, you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because you
I
really
know
want to
that
build a strong one. Go ahead.
yeah, they don't always get a backstory. That's the one thing that I always find that's hard with the villains is they don't always get a backstory. And sometimes you guys can show it in the acting, but sometimes you don't. And it's just like you've just got to kind of guess as to why the justification of what they're doing, you know.
Yeah, 100%. And that's
Yeah.
tough for the audience because it's like, then you're just like, oh, he's just a bad guy, you know?
Mm,
It's
yeah.
like, I don't, yeah, yeah. I've got a cool
Yeah.
idea for one that I want to do. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see if it ever happens.
Well, I was going to say if you could star in a vertical that you would class as your perfect storyline, what would it be? But if you
Oh,
don't
here
want to
we
say that
go.
one, you don't have to.
Here we go. Nah, I just think that the verticals should be taking advantage of old IPs and like
Mhm.
fan fiction storylines. Like I think that there's no reason that we haven't made a Superman vertical yet. I think there's
Mhm.
like Kiki should be playing Superman in verticals or Cam
I agree.
or any of these
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Um like Noah and me should do a Batman or Joker one. And I'm like not the name drop or any of these guys or whatever, but
Yeah.
like, Noah should play Batman in one of these or Kenny
Hmm.
Resch. Like, you know what I mean? And I think I
Yeah.
could kill a Joker or Felix could kill a Joker or, any of these,
Hmm.
like all these guys could kill the Joker. But I think
Yeah.
like stuff like that would be really cool. And that's really what I want to do. I want to do a Batman and Joker one or like a Robin Hood one. And I want to either play
Mm,
Robin Hood or the Joker. I think, Robin Hood is such a cool guy to me. I love that story so much. I love to steal from
mm,
the rich and give to the poor, no matter the consequence. I think it's a beautiful
mm.
story in life. I don't know. That maybe was weird to say, but
No, no, I get
that's,
it. I get that. Like, I mean, obviously not the stealing part, but like I get the
yeah,
premise.
not the, yeah.
I get the premise. Yeah.
The
No,
premise,
but
kind of looking out for the little guy, taking care of the little
yeah.
guy, the
Yeah.
underprivileged. I like that narrative. And I think if I did like a Batman and Jokerish one, I would want the like a cool kind of character development on the Joker. Like I have this whole narrative on him. He's like he was never a bad guy. It's just the world made
Yeah.
him. The world
Yes.
forced him into being this villain. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He was
Yeah.
the sweetest guy. Like, but you couldn't show all that. But like, if you could do the whole backstory with like his whole upbringing and kind of like follow him mainly. It's like he was the
Hmm.
sweetest kid and the world just beat it out of him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Heath Ledger played the Joker the best to me.
Yeah, I
My
agree. I
favorite.
agree.
My favorite. Um, I actually got asked this question. Shane Davis asked me this question. Who's my favorite villain? And at the time, I just couldn't think. But my favorite villain is Vecna from Stranger Things.
Okay. Okay, I love
Hmm.
it. Yeah, see, I'm
Yeah.
not in the Stranger Things world yet. So don't spoil too much for
I
me. But I'm
am not
hearing
going to spoil anything for you, but you have to watch that.
I will, I will. I promise I will get into it. I've heard great things.
Oh,
Everybody's saying
it's the
great things about it.
best. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
know another show I'd put up there with that is Game of Thrones because I also loved Game of Thrones. But personally, Stranger Things beats that for me. So,
Okay.
mhm,
Okay. I'll have to check it out then for sure.
do it. It's amazing.
Yeah,
You need some time though because there's very long episodes but
I
the good thing
know.
is if you wait until next year, a whole couple of maybe a month, you'll get all of them. All 5 seasons they'll be out and you don't have to wait for anything.
I know that's my other thing. I can't do the waiting. It's just like you
Yeah.
give it to me now. You know what I mean? It's like let's
Yeah.
just finish this thing. I'll
I
lock
mean,
in.
it's
I'll
taken
lock
10
in.
years, 10 years to get these out. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'll lock in for like 2 weeks and finish the whole thing.
Yeah.
Be like, hey
Well,
guys,
you're in
thanks
the
for the ten
best
years,
best position to do that now. So just wait a month and then go all out.
and then go all out. Perfect. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan with
You will
it.
not regret it. Oh, I'm excited to hear back from you about that because you're just going to be like,
Yes,
yeah.
I will tell you.
Okay,
I'll fill you in on it.
good. Okay. If you could swap roles with any character you've played for a day just for fun, who would it be?
Swap roles with any character I played for a day.
Yeah.
Oh, like swap roles with that. Like be that character.
Yeah, be that character for a day.
Okay. Okay. I don't know, probably the guy I'm doing right now. Like I would like to be an NFL quarterback. That'd be pretty
Mhm.
cool. Be pretty cool to
Yeah.
be a star in the NFL for a day.
Yeah. Yep. The football part or the cheerleader part?
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah, both.
Both. Both. All right. If you had the power to change something in the vertical world, what would it be and why?
um my I the diversity.
Yeah.
The diversity in the actors. I wish it was, I wish it was more diverse. I wish there was more chances given to um actors, you know, with different ethnicities. I just think I don't know. It's super, that's my feeling on it. I mean, obviously the
Yep.
storyline and everything. Like if people we want the storylines to be a little bit less violent. I think
Mm,
sometimes, I think we put young girls through a little bit too much sometimes.
yep.
Um and I just hope that they all like, are taking care of themselves and their mental like, everything else. And yeah, just like the diversity. I wish it was a little bit it should it yeah, not a little bit. Just I wish it was more diverse. Period.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Absolutely. I was really happy to see the Diamond Rose, Jackson Tiller, and oh God, so bad I forgot her name. Um, no, I forgot it. It's not coming to me right now. Um, but they included diversity in that one, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So it's starting to. come about more. So I hope to see it more though. It needs to be more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm with you 100%. Yeah, we just got to open it up a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree. All right. What do you think makes a performance unforgettable?
Um, me, I'm s-
Love that
uh,
answer.
uh, uh, I don't know. It's a lot. You need everything to click together, right? You need the good editing, you need good sound, you need good choices. I think just to live in it, bring it alive, you know? I love Nicolas Cage because he's not a vain actor. I think a lot of actors are vain, they're scared of how they look, they want to look good the whole time. Nicolas Cage
hmm
would just be a wild man. And
Yeah,
I think that strikes a nerve in people. People like it when they see just a guy living in this scene. I don't care how I look, I don't care about this or that, just I'm a wild man. So I
yeah,
think, and he's delivered pretty unforgivable or unforgettable performances in pretty much
mm.
everything he's done. You could remember a scene that Cage did in that movie.
I agree. Face Off is my favorite movie with
I
him in.
love Face Off. Like
Yeah.
even if they did that as a vertical, that would be awesome.
Oh, so good. Yeah,
Yeah, like that movie was awesome.
that would be very good. I mean, Gone in 60 Seconds is still a brilliant one, but Face Off, he just got to be this crazy. Oh, I
And
love
they
it. So
they
good.
cast like the two perfect guys. Like Nicolas Cage is already a wild man. John Travolta
hmm
already has like cool, fun like mannerisms. And then for these guys to like have to act as each other was such a
Yeah,
cool like dynamic. It was like the two perfect
yeah.
guys for that thing, I thought.
Oh, so good. I loved
So
it.
good.
So good. I want to watch it again now.
I know, you got me like thinking. I was like, maybe I will too.
Yeah, so good. All right. Is there certain roles you feel less confident doing?
Um, I think the older ones are hard for me sometimes because I feel like I don't read that old, like the older man one, like, somebody in his 30s or like that has like the kids and everything else. I think sometimes like are a little bit harder because
Mm,
I just, it's kind of like far from my reality. But
mm,
I think yeah, that's kind of I would say that that's sometimes, but like that's what I was saying earlier. Like I'm working on that. Like I want that, to be stronger. All of that like
yeah.
maturity. So yeah, but that's kind of the thing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What's your funniest moment on set?
Um, I don't know. I'm the funniest guy to ever exist. So everything I say, we laugh at. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. No. I'm sorry, Kathy. I'm giving horrible answers.
It's fine.
The funniest thing, I don't know. Me and Michael on this last hockey one we did together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Michael Yeet
Yep.
and Brittany Marschek,
Yep.
and Lexi, the girl antagonist. It was nonstop, and Xander the director, like it was nonstop, like
Mm.
insanity bits. And like me and Michael are both really goofy guys. So we
Mm.
were just and we're pretty good buddies outside of it. So we were just
Yeah.
running bits the entire time. And it was I think the show came out great. I think we made our days. We never went OT or anything else, but we did get talked to one time by the producers being like, guys, we gotta lock in a little bit. We gotta lock it in a little.
Yeah. But
I
it's
just
just,
I love it.
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
on set like when it's not on you. I mean, I was talking about this earlier, but this was like this moment where we're like doing the scene, but it wasn't on me, Michael, or Brittany, but we're like in this huge fight thing. And so it was like when we're getting coverage of all the kind of reporters and everyone else,
Mm.
the background artists and everyone else. And like we're doing it and I don't know what happened. Just something like and we're just fighting, like that the face is just we're cry
Mm-hmm.
laughing the whole thing. And it's like, I don't know. Those moments, like I love those. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it when I work with a buddy. Like when I have good
Mhm.
connection with someone, the vibes are high and we're cracking bits. Oh my God. It's like
Yeah.
this is what I did this for. But there's been some times where it's like I don't really get along with everybody, this and that, and it's hard for me to be on that set.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say, like, when you know somebody on set and you've got a good rapport from them, even if you are tired and drained, it's still fun to go the next day. Like,
Yeah. It's like, let's go, because I know it's gonna be hilarious.
yeah. I mean, I could only imagine, not being. not going too deep into this, but if you don't fully get along with somebody on the set, or if the vibes just aren't right, that would be so draining for you, especially if it's like a 2 week production, having to go
Yeah,
every day, and it's just, yeah. So having that good rapport is a great thing.
yeah, yeah. No, it was perfect. So yeah, I think that's probably the funniest. Just that whole production was just nonstop laughter.
Mm, yeah, good, good. How do you make similar roles feel unique?
How do you make similar roles feel unique? That kind of is like another backstory thing. And also just
Mm,
like, giving maybe a different like trait, a different tick,
mm,
kind of giving them something a little bit like a different mannerism, a cool thing. Like sometimes I'll do like a snapping thing. I don't know. Yeah, kind of just adding different little like triggers to the guy. And I think the backstory, coming in with the
mm,
backstory and stuff. I was doing one and the whole time I was doing one, and the whole time I wanted to do an accent. Like I was gonna do
mm,
an accent for the whole project. This stupid accent. I was probably gonna do like an Australian one, and it was gonna be horrible or whatever. And but like throughout the day, like we didn't get to my coverage of lines until
mm.
like hour 10, 11 of the day. And by then I was so tired. I forgot that I wanted to do the accent. So then I
Uh,
talked in my normal voice and I was like, wait, fuck, can we go back? I want to do the accent. And so then I was stuck the whole project, like not getting to do the accent.
That reminded me, God, I wish I could remember who was telling me this. I was trying to remember, but um, I remember them saying that they went into a scene being silly and using like a really strong accent. And then they went, okay, that's it. And then so he's like, oh crap, now I have to do the entire thing in that
Thing
accent.
with the accent. I did
Yeah.
one. I did one, and we had to go back and reshoot the scene because we were moving so fast and nobody caught it. And I was doing a southern accent,
Yeah.
and we just had finished up the scene, and I was like, "Oh shit, guys, wait, I wasn't doing the accent, was I?" And they're like,
Oh,
"Oh god,"
no. Oh
but I'm like, "How did
gosh.
none of you guys catch it?"
Yeah. Yeah. No, I guess that's something that could be easily missed. I mean, but at least you did realize that's the
We
main
did
part
realize.
eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, if you like when I do like serious accents, like I stay in it all day. You kind of have to stay in
Mm,
it all day. It's hard to break in and out.
yeah. No, I could see that because then, that kind of thing happens and you're like, oh, whoops.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Is there a character you've played that you still think about? And if so, what made that role really stick with you?
Our character I played there, so think about. I did a short, that was about these two kids that were on a hit show, kind of like Drake and Joshish, and the producer was abusing them behind the scenes. And my character ends up ODing, falling out of Hollywood and kind of ODing. And I would say that that one kind of always stuck with me.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like the development of them was good. I felt like the story was good. And I felt like, I mean, not like obviously, like the story is terribly sad, but I mean, I felt
Yeah.
like, it was a strong message. It was a good artistic risk and a good chance to take. And the kid took it. And yeah, I felt good about that one. And
Yeah.
it's just tough. I
Mm.
know a lot of people that have broken hearts over this industry.
Mm.
So you
Yes.
just kind of keep it going. But I love the biz, I'm not like I never try to talk bad about it or anything. It's just a
Mm.
reality. People have
Yeah.
broken hearts in this industry.
Yeah. It'd be tough. It'd be really
Yeah.
tough. It's a industry where you have to keep fighting,
Yeah.
to be on top. Even though like you get certain people who, I know some of you guys have to audition still. Some of you get inboxes full of things where you don't have to audition, and it's like a wide range of variety, but you just have to keep doing it to keep going.
Keep
You don't
going.
have
Yeah.
like a set job where you go to work 8 hours a day and have a paycheck at the end of the week. You just, yeah.
Yeah. It's got to keep fighting. I know. And that's what's funny. Everybody thinks that I get offers. I've never gotten an offer in my life. I've had to audition for every single thing I've ever booked. And
Yeah.
I'm just honest about that. Yeah. I've never gotten an offer.
Yeah.
I've never got like a straight to offer. I've had audition for everything. And
Hmm.
I prefer to audition. for everything.
Yeah.
Even if I have gotten an offer, I know I've said, let's do an audition first, because I'd rather be like, oh, he's the guy, than get there day one
Yeah.
and be like, oh shit, this isn't what we wanted.
Yeah.
So,
So you want to
so
show
I
them that
feel,
you can do it.
yeah, it's like let's just make sure everything is clear here before we start locking into this whole thing.
Yeah. No, I respect that. That's really good. All right. If you could go back and relive a single day in your career, which day would you pick?
Mm. My first day on Days of Our Lives,
Hmm.
because it was a network show. I went to the Warner Brothers lot. My mom like watched the show when she was in college. My mom and dad like watched it when they were in college. So it just felt like, and it felt like kind of being a part of like a storied thing in Hollywood. Like even though it's like a soap and it's this and it's that, it's like it just felt like being a part of an iconic thing. And even though it doesn't have the same acclaim, it just felt cool. It felt nice. It
Yeah.
was really fun. It just felt electric.
Well, it's definitely a show that has a name for itself. Um,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm showing my age here, but I used to watch that when I got home from school. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly.
yeah.
So it's like that's why. I think it was cool. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I have one more question. What is a good day on set for you?
A good day on set for me is 15 Diet Cokes. Everybody knows their lines. Um, Not a ton of waiting around. Chipotle for lunch. Um, and a lot of good laughs.
I don't know if we got Chipotle here. I've never, I see it a
You
lot
never.
with you guys, but I've never actually looked to see if we have it in Australia. I don't think we do.
I'm. I'm sure you guys would. You would
Okay.
have something similar.
Maybe.
Just like one of those like burrito bar kind of places.
Oh, right. Yeah, we've got
Like
plenty of
the
that.
like you pick like rice, like white or brown rice, black or
Mm,
pinto. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, just keeping the vibes high. And
Yep.
like in 11 a.m. call time, like 11 to 9 is like my sweet spot. Maybe 11 to 7. Let's go
Yeah.
11 to 7. Let's keep it at 8 hours.
Yeah.
Let's and that's
Uh,
my sweet spot.
some people really like the early call times, and then some people prefer the later ones. So it's a mixture between you guys on that one.
I know, and I don't like the people that like the early call times. I'm just saying that now.
As long as it's not the directors and the producers that want the early
Yeah,
call
yeah,
times, it
right.
doesn't matter.
As long as it's not the editor, you know.
Yeah. Have you done a lot of like night shoots?
um, in my life, yeah. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
done a lot of night shoots and stuff. With the verticals, especially now with the sun going down so early, everything's so early
Mm,
right now. Because to get
yeah.
exteriors and like daylight stuff, we have to go so early
Mm,
because of
yeah.
the sunlight. But
Well, we're in the middle
not
of summer. Well, we just started summer, so our sun is up till really late at the moment. So
oh lucky. Yeah, it's
no.
it's dark. Like it's just getting dark fast.
Mm,
But it's cool. No, it's cool. I like a night shoot. But then, like I always say that, then it's like when you're in like 4 a.m. on the night shoot, you're like, what are we doing? Like let's
mm,
go to bed. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. But then you have to like in summer and stuff, you have to get used to going to sleep during the day, which is something I'm not
Yeah,
good at.
yeah,
That would be a learning thing for me because I just don't sleep during the day. So,
yeah. No, you do have to like figure that out, kind of for sure, for sure.
mm. But I guess if you're that exhausted, you just do it.
Yeah,
So,
you just pass out.
yeah. Standing up sometimes. I've heard sometimes standing
Yeah,
up.
bro. Some of these guys are so crazy good at falling asleep on set. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy to me. Like I have horrible like sleeping abilities. I can't, like it's so hard for me to sleep already as it is. Like I'm like
Mm.
looking at these guys and they'll have like a 10-minute break. Boom, power nap. I'm over there
Yeah.
like twiddling my thumbs like on my fourth Diet Coke of the day. Like, guys, come on, I can't sleep. Like
It's because you're on your fourth Diet Coke.
I know that might have something to do with it.
Yep. No, I also think, sleeping overtime, because like me, I can't just nap for 20 minutes. If I nap, I'm sleeping. Like,
Yeah,
leave me alone for 3 hours. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. I know. I'm the same. I'm the same. I am the same. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep tonight.
Good. You deserve it. And then back at work tomorrow.
Back at work tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for having this interview with me. It was really great chatting with you.
It was great chatting with you, Kathy. I hope I didn't, say anything too crazy.
No,
I
no, no. I loved
appreciate
it.
it. All right. I
You
appreciate you
started
so
my
much.
morning off with laughter, so it's great.
Good, good, perfect, beautiful,
All
beautiful. I
right.
appreciate you so
Well,
much. Yeah.
thank you. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, and I'll talk to you again very soon.
Yes.
Thanks.
Bye.